Hello Cules, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal. Barcelona are straight back in action here, this time in the Champions League, and we know that if we avoid defeat away to Dynamo Kiev tomorrow, we will be in the next round of the Champions League, the round of 16, where we want to be, of course, from this group. But we must know this will be a tough game. We don't exactly look good right now as a team. I think the mood amongst us Barca supporters is pretty goddamn low right now, and we will be travelling to Ukraine without a number of key players, which will all be coming up in today's preview, which really should be a fascinating one. There's a lot to discuss. Really interesting time for Barcelona. So let's get started. And of course, we will be starting with the venue of the game. That is going to be the NSK Olympic Stadium over in Ukraine. It has been used for a number of sporting events over the past few months. The Ukraine games, the Dynamo games, the Shakhtar games, all the big footballing events in Ukraine have been used there. And also, guys, they've actually been held with fans for a lot of them, which I found quite interesting. Of course, Ukraine have been in a really critical state now with coronavirus, so that is not going to be the case. There'll be no fans in this stadium. And as we know, guys, Kiev came over to the Camp Nou not long ago, just last month, with a whole heap of coronavirus cases. And actually, they've still got a few in their team. They're a little bit stronger this time. But we know that even with so many players missing, they did hurt us, and that could cause us serious problems, guys, because Dynamo, they'll be a little bit strengthened. It's a weakened Barcelona. This could get interesting, guys. Even without fans, that certainly could have given them a boost in this game, but we don't exactly come into this one in positive spirits as fans, so the mood is low right now. Expectations are rock bottom. Is this going to be another hard watch? And let's actually start with Dynamo Kiev then, who, like I say, will come into this fixture with probably a good amount of confidence behind them. Of course, they will have a few more players with them this time. They came to Barcelona extremely light on numbers, and despite the fact that they have still got coronavirus tests in their team, they've still got positive cases, the situation isn't exactly perfect over there in Dynamo, but you do feel they've got a few players coming back in. Yes, they lose a few, but they would be in confident mood, I think. They really hurt us last time at the Camp Nou, even with so many players missing, and I think this time they'll feel even more confident they can get something. Chances of qualification for them are really slim right now, but you still imagine they will put up a real fight tomorrow, not just because of the circumstances. They come in and face a Barcelona who are extremely weak right now, not high on confidence. We're coming over here to Ukraine with a lot of our players missing, which we'll get onto in a minute, but they also know, Dynamo, that they want to be able to seal that third spot so they do at least get into the Europa League. So I think Dynamo, what we know is that they're a very competent side, they're very competitive. I think we should focus on how well they did against us in the reverse fixture. That will give us a good idea as to how they want to play, the sort of damage they can do to our defence. So I think for Ronald Koeman, he will have to focus on that. It is worth praising their form. They looked very good in that fixture, and also in the league, guys. They're top of their division. They've played 10 games. They've got 23 points from them. And Dynamo, I think, are a team that can cause us problems. We all know that. They were really good over there at the Camp Nou, and of course are doing very well in the league right now. And all of that on top of the fact that, like we say, Barcelona are not in a good position right now. The mood amongst us fans is really negative, you'd have to say. Things just don't feel good. So I think with all things considered, we have to be seriously careful here. If I was to bring you guys a positive for this one, it would be that Dynamo will be rocking up to this game. You'd imagine without amazing young goalkeeper Nestor, and I believe he's going to be rested for this one or not used because their first choice keeper is going to be back. And you guys will remember him in the reverse fixture. He was absolutely incredible. But I think I'd also look at the fact that, look, that keeper had to make a number of amazing saves. And that is a positive for Barcelona in the fact that against Dynamo at the Camp Nou, we created numerous opportunities. Yes, we let a lot in at the other end. We saw Ter Stegen have a great game on his first game back after months, but I think we created so many opportunities, guys. So for Barcelona, if we can convert a few more of them, if we can get a victory tomorrow night, go on that run of wins that I've been talking about, we need to start getting some confidence together. That run of wins should really start tomorrow. And let's move on to ourselves now, guys. And like I've reiterated throughout the whole video, the mood just isn't good right now at Barcelona. The feeling amongst the fans is rock bottom. It doesn't feel good right now, does it? The mood, the atmosphere, the whole tone of the club right now, it isn't positive. It really isn't bright at all. It's very dark right now, you'd feel at Barcelona. And it's been a bit of a torrid start to the season for us. There it really is. The confidence is pretty goddamn low, you'd feel. We've dropped massive points in the league. The performances aren't exactly looking inspiring right now. And we come into this game here missing so many key players, either rest, either injuries. We've even got players missing for months on end like Gerard Pique, so it's not exactly looking good now for Barcelona. A positive, however, in this dark time for Barcelona is our Champions League form. We have won 3 out of 3 in the Champions League, and now we are on course now to go for top spot, and that is, of course, really positive, especially in a group with Juventus in it. If we come top, that would be a massive positive for Barcelona, but in order to seal that top spot, we need victories from our final games. And we have got hard fixtures coming up. Away to Dynamo, away to Fenerbahce, then of course home to Juventus at the Camp Nou. They are important, guys, and tomorrow is going to be no less. It's going to be a really hard game, and we've got to be up for it. And you do feel that tomorrow's game becomes an even harder task when you take a look at our squad list, guys, because there were some real shocks in here, you'd have to say. We already know we're missing big players. No Pique, no Umtiti, no Araujo, no Sergio Roberto, no Busquets, no Ansu Fati. Big players already missing, guys. But look what else is missing. No De Jong and no Leo Messi. We are missing some big players for this fixture, guys. We really are. Cuban has decided to rest De Jong. He's decided to rest Messi. Two of our best players, guys, on top of the injuries we already have. And look, fair enough, Cuban, he's resting the team. Those are the players that do need rest. He's absolutely right. It is necessary. But without those two, on top of how light we look right now, it is worrying. You'd have to say it really is worrying. And when I get onto my lineup, guys, we are looking pretty weak right now all over the field. So for Barcelona, it's not exactly a bright time right now, but what we've got to do is see if we can get a big victory tomorrow. It would put us on our way to topping the group, and we've got to get a good run started. So moving on to that predicted 11, which I think all of us are just having a shot at the dark at. We don't really know what's going to be the team tomorrow, but I've gone for a safe bet, if you like. I've gone for Ter Stegen in goal. You'd imagine he would play. At left back, I've gone for Jordi Alba. I wouldn't all be that surprised to see Junior Firpo in all truth. He hasn't played a lot of football this season. Maybe it is the sort of match to rest Alba. Koeman maybe sees this as a sort of game that he wants to be resting players in. So, hey, we don't know what's going to happen there, but I've put Alba there. Dest, you would imagine, would have to play right back. At centre-back, it gets interesting because, of course, you'd hope Longley would play. He's the only centre-back we've got left, but Mingueza is in the squad list. I have a feeling he wouldn't play, but judging by Koeman's press conference, he made it sound as if Mingueza could get a chance. He's a Barca B centre-back, and that is a natural replacement for Pique, but you didn't really know it was going to go that way. In midfield, I've gone for a double pivot of Pjanic next to Carlos Aleñá. I think we'll be seeing Aleñá tomorrow ahead of Ricky Puig, especially if he does play the double pivot formation. If it's a different formation, which certainly could happen, I've certainly been contemplating that. I've just gone for the safe option really on the lineup and gone for my gut instinct of what Koeman is going to put out there. It is quite up in the air right now. There aren't really too many wrong predictions with this team selection because it is very up in the air, like I say. And up front, I've gone for Pedri, I've gone for Coutinho, I've gone for Griezmann, and I've gone for Francisco Trincao. I think this is a chance to see Trincao play. This is also a chance to see Griezmann out there up front on his own, no Messi next to him. And also Coutinho, guys, needs to come back into the team, of course. Pedri didn't get many minutes against Atletico. He got brought off quite early, actually. So, look, I don't know what the lineup's going to be. I don't think any of us really do. The formation could change. It's very up in the air right now. If I was to give my safe bet and what I think we could see from Koeman's team, it's that sort of lineup. So yeah, let me know what you guys think lineup-wise down below. I'm sure all of you guys will want to be seeing Ricky in there. Even Dembele, we know he had a bit of a knock on his shoulder, so we've got to wait and see whether he starts. I think it's time to play Trincao, though. I think Koeman would certainly agree. But yeah, let me know your thoughts lineup-wise, because that certainly is a big topic of discussion right now. And on to my prediction then for this game. I've gone for Dynamo Kiev 1, Barcelona 2. I think it's almost a safe option as well, but I don't exactly have high hopes for this game, and I think you guys will all agree with me right now. The Barcelona fans are not hopeful, and I've said that on numerous occasions throughout the video. The mood is just low right now. It hasn't really felt this low in a while, but it has been that sort of Barcelona for the past few seasons now, in all truth. But we're in a pretty poor period right now. The team is looking weak. We're not getting results, and I think a 2-1... Look, it wouldn't be that amazing, you'd say, scoreline-wise, but it would be vital. It would, keep us top of the group. It would put us in a good position to qualify as top of the group, which, of course, is what we need. We want as easy as it gets opposition in the round of 16, in all truth. So it would be an important win, not just for the group, but also to keep some momentum going. We need a run of wins now, guys. We've got some more favourable fixtures. This, you'd have to say, is part of that. Dynamo will certainly be able to smell blood, you'd feel, on these Barcelona shirts, but can we go out there and get a victory? I'd back the team to do it. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Leave all your thoughts down below, please, on what is a really, really interesting game coming up. There's a lot to discuss right now. Barcelona, we're not exactly in a good position. We face Dynamo, who are in a really interesting time. And without so many key players, the team selection is right up in the air. Players like Ricky Puig, I'm certainly sure, will be knocking on Ronald Koeman's door to get in this lineup. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll be seeing you guys, of course, after the game for all of the reaction. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the game if you can. And goodbye.